AITAH for ghosting this guy after accepting to date him. Advice needed. I, 21F, was close friends with this guy, 36M, last year. For context, I've had multiple situationships, and am a traditionally attractive woman, but I'm rather geeky and I have social anxiety which has made me stay away from relationships, even though I get asked out a lot. We were in the same summer school course which I took at a different college since I was in another state for the summer. We hit it off pretty well, to put it plainly. We could talk for hours, and I knew he had feelings for me. I wasn't sure if reciprocated them, however. I tried to avoid this, but he inserted himself into a lot of my personal circles, though I let it be because they liked him, and after a while I really liked him too. But he was very raw about his interest in me. Like as friends, he would stare at my boobs and or vagina while we were talking. He'd, accidentally, touch my behind at times, and he would tell me what to cook for him when we would be married. We agreed to go on a date, and it went well, with him formally asking me out. But being the person I am, I decided to tell him I'd think about it. He didn't bother me for about 2 days, but eventually popped the question again, and even though I liked him back, I told him I wasn't sure. I didn't know what to expect out of a relationship, and I wanted to take things slowly. He agreed, but the terms of taking it slow that he was laying out sounded like a lot to me, from things like dinner, to long trips, and he talked a lot about the kind of sex he liked. I'm a virgin, and he had some odd tastes, to put it lightly. I feel like I was being childish, but I got nervous and declined those things, but he kept pestering me and saying I can't act like a little kid anymore and I should act my age, so I agreed to take it slow but by my own terms, and even still I felt coerced into that. At this point, I started to distance myself from him because I felt like I wouldn't be able to fulfill his expectations because I felt like he would ask more of me and I wasn't even interested at all after that initial confrontation. But because I gave him the green light to begin with, he started getting angry that I was avoiding him. I would avoid going to class and get the notes from a friend, and I would lie to him about being sick because he was blowing up my phone. Once the summer class ended, I started avoiding his calls, and he started blowing up my phone again. I ended up cutting off some friends because he kept sending me messages through them. A lot of the friends I made at the school knew him longer than they knew me, and I felt bad because I know he really liked me and he bought me nice things, many of which I gave back, but I feel like there was a lot of coercion which killed my feelings, and I feel like I wasn't firm enough and sent the wrong signals before ghosting. AITA